Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Earth's Strongest Man, Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. But before we get started, if you haven't yet already done so, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another awesome review. Now, starting off with the box, here we have Krillin, finally, the long-awaited 2.0 version of Krillin. We did get the original version, I think, a few years back. He looked pretty good, but it just didn't really look like Krillin personally to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt the same way. So this was a long time coming. We've really waited a long time for this. I'm really glad they finally released this new 2.0 Krillin. So take a nice look at the box here. We have Krillin with his bald head and his 6 dots doing an attack. I'm not sure if this is Solar Flare, but it's similar to kind of that. We have Krillin, Earth's Strongest Man. We have him in the background here. We got a nice orange background. Got Bandai Tamashii Nations Dragon Ball Z. On the bottom here, we got Krillin, nice stoic face. At the top here, we got him firing off the Kamehameha. On the side here, we get your typical product shots. We got him throwing his Destructo Disc. And on the side, we got Krillin, Earth's Strongest Man. And on the back side, we get your typical SH Figuarts packaging, description, and product shots. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what he has to offer. Alright, and here we have Krillin all out of the packaging. So taking a quick look at this figure, of course it's Krillin. He's very petite. Look at this guy. He's so cute. And this is his adult form. If you take a look at his kid form, you see there's not really much of a growth there, but we'll take a look at that later on in comparisons. So coming across here, very nice kind of decorations, molding, sculpting, paint, everything. So we got a nice turtle symbol here on the chest. We got the nice blue, kind of dark blue undershirts. We got the orange gi, which does look a little darker compared to Goku's, which again, we'll take a look in a second here. We got nice dark boots with, I would say, almost beige lace, as well as a blue trim. And on the back here, we just get your turtle hermit symbol. Nothing too special there. And of course, a nice bald head. Of course, a much more adult-looking Krillin this time around with the 6 dots. So yeah, pretty standard SH Figuarts. Now in terms of articulation, head is on a double ball joint, so we get some pretty nice articulation there. Base of the neck is also on, is it? No, it's actually really stiff, so I'm actually not sure if the base of the neck is actually on an articulation. I believe it should be, but yeah, it is. It's just very minor right there. But we do get quite a bit in the neck itself because of the double ball joint, so it's not too much to worry about there. Arms, there is a butterfly joint that feels kind of loose, but it's not too bad. So there is that. And it covers up pretty nicely, so that's really nice. Arms can go up all the way. It can hinge up just past 90 here. There is a bicep rotation into the arm, as well as a double elbow bend that gets you past 90. As well as a ball hinge at the wrist. So pretty standard there. Get the arms out of the way. He has a ab crunch that goes pretty far forward. And it's not too gappy in the back, so that's pretty good. And if you go backwards, he has a pretty decent arch. And again, not too gappy, so I really like that. And this belt piece here is on a swivel, so you can get that out of the way. Now, in terms of the legs, I like this new leg design, and I also saw this with the Gohan design, so that's really cool. When you kick forward, it's really nice, not much of an issue. When you kick back, he has a big butt flap, so it's not really going anywhere. But when you go out to the side, you actually get a fairly decent split compared to Goku, which I'll show in a second. And that's because of this new mechanic in this hip joint here. It's like everything is in this hip itself, and then the swivel is down below. Whereas with those old figures, there was actually like an extra flap here that kind of got in the way when you were posing it. So I really do like this new design for the hips there. So like I said, there is a thigh swivel there. We do have a knee bend that gets quite well past 90. And we have a swivel into the ankle, a ankle pivot that goes into the foot, as well as a hinge that goes up and down. And of course, you get your toe pivot right there. So pretty standard articulation for SH Figuarts, but of course, I expect nothing less from an SH Figuarts. So let's take a quick look at some of the accessories that the world's strongest man, Earth's strongest man comes with. So starting off with hands here, we have 2 kind of claw hands right there, very nice. We have 2 open palm hands. Very nice as well. We have 2 open palm hands with the hole inside. And of course, this is for this effect right here, which is of course the Destructo disc, also known as the Kinzan. I really wish there was a little bit more decoration on this, but there isn't, sadly. It's just cast out of this translucent kind of yellowish plastic. And of course there's a peg. What you can do is take one of the hands with the peg, plug it on, and then kind of have him just getting ready to throw that disc at whoever he's throwing it to. So there is that. He has 2 kind of double finger pointing hands. I'm not sure if this is kind of for his solar flare that we saw in the box or whatever it is. I'm not too sure. So there is that. And we also have the classic turtle hermit school kind of battle pose hands, similar to Goku, where the hands go like that. There's both of those. And of course we have the Senzu beans, which is typical of Krillin. He's always the guy that provides the Senzu beans. And this of course is just a left hand only. And this is nicely painted in this kind of tan color. So that is that. And of course we get 3 different heads. So starting off here, we see Krillin with the stern head right here. Now he comes with 3 additional heads. There is one where he's gritting teeth, looking off to the left. There is one where he's opening his mouth and he's kind of screaming. And of course there's one which he looks absolutely like, what the hell is going on? Just startled face. Now to switch these faces, or heads rather, first of all, you might have noticed that there is a thing here. And of course we saw this with guys with round heads, some of them at least. So basically what this is just for transport. It's not necessarily a shrink peg, because I'll show you how this head actually attaches. So this is basically just for transport, so the head's not rolling around like a little ball in the package. So to get this thing out, all you're gonna do is grab onto the head, grab this peg, and literally just give it a tug. And you see, it's one of those where the stock actually stays on the body and this just plops on top of that. And of course, this is just a peg that fits right in. So very easy. Now to switch the head, of course, like I said, just pop it right off. Here is that stock that remains. Of course, we see the double ball joint on the inside. And all you're gonna do is just gonna line this up. We do see there is kind of like a tab that's gonna line up with this slot. Make sure everything lines up and just give it a nice little push. And here we have Krillin with a new head, and he's just getting angry and ready to go. So yeah, that is that. Now, that's pretty much it for accessories. Let's take a quick look at comparisons here for Krillin. So as we saw earlier, here is the kid version of Krillin. And of course, like I said, there's undoubtedly the same character. See the same turtle hermit symbol there. Of course, he's grown, but just a little bit. And of course, he definitely looks a little bit more mature in this head with this face compared to this old one here. So that is that. Making sure he can stand. And of course, here we have Goku, which when they were kids, they were about the same height. But of course, Goku completely outgrew this guy and now dwarfs him. So as I was talking about the legs, if you look at Goku here, we have this extra flap, and when we kick forward, it's actually not much of an issue. He actually has more leg articulation backwards, so that's really nice. That beats Krillin. However, when you go to the side, you see this piece has to slide under that, and in some figures it's actually harder, but still it only gets to about this point before it really starts to hinder the articulation, so you only get a splits at about there. And if you do it on both sides, it's only to this degree, which kind of sucks. But when you see with Krillin, if we get the hands out of the way, absolutely there is no kind of plastic here that hinders that, so we can get it out all the way to almost completely horizontal, which is really, really nice. Something I do like this new engineering. And as I said, the new Gohan superhero figure has this new engineering as well. So he is on his way now. So when I do get him, I'll of course take a look at him real quick. Get Goku back into a standing position here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for comparisons. All right, so final thoughts for Krillin here. I think this is a very, very nice figure. A very much needed update to that original SH Figuarts Krillin. Definitely this new design looks way better. Articulation is way better. Sculpting is way better. And yeah, just proportion, scale, everything is really, really good about this guy. He is not P Bandai. He's fairly cheap to get. I wouldn't say cheap, but definitely cheaper than some of the P Bandai figures, so that's really, really nice. It doesn't come with too many accessories, but of course, like I said, he's not a P Bandai figure, so you don't expect too much out of him. Now, should you get this figure? Absolutely. If you can get your hands on this figure, he is a very, very good Krillin figure and probably the definitive Krillin figure that is out there. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.